it has been nice to see white and black people, but it's just all people out protesting and marching together. But we have seen white people and black people looting together too. So on 7 on 7, I had a shirt on or the quote by JFK. It said, "Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable." So even back then, JFK knew that if you guys don't let Kaepernick peacefully protest, in a couple of years it's going to be worse because people are going to be angry, people are going to be mad, people are going to be upset. So with that said, Mills, do you think looting is helping the message get across? That
No.
that, all right, go ahead, brother. Say what you got to say.
I mean, I don't think it's helping the situation at all. I do think that it is getting the attention of a lot of people though, but I do not think it's helping. Uh, Me and Rad both work at the post office, and I saw Rad today. He wasn't doing anything, by the way. But I asked him a question, and he gave a valid response. And one of the responses he gave was that a lot of the stuff that's going on right now is because a lot of people don't have anything else to do. With the quarantining, the self
What, what,
quarantining.
what was the question, by the way? You just gave the answer. Nobody knows the question.
That's irrelevant. But
Oh.
but people don't have anything to do. A lot of people are sitting in the house, bored, and they need to let out some steam. The gyms are closed. They can't go to the boxing ring. They can't lift no weights. So they refer to breaking windows and burning things up. I mean, does it catch the eye of the people? Of course. But I really think a lot of people is doing it just to get a way to, honestly, to steal and to just let off some steam. Uh,
Game.
it is effective. It is effective in certain areas. I mean, but like in Buffalo, where we're staying right now, I believe a lot of the things that's going on are just, angry people who don't have anything else to do. Let's try to get some time to go by because they don't got no jobs. They ain't getting no income like they used to. So what they want to do? They want to destroy things. They want to steal things, and they want to sell things on Facebook Marketplace. So Facebook Marketplace got to be hot right now.
But I need receipts. Go ahead, Rad. Since you were in Mill's story, let you go next.
No. So it's twofold, right? So I'm just talk about what Mills was saying. So in that conversation, what I was saying was, it's 40 million people unemployed right now, the highest ever. Not since nothing, the highest ever, right? 40 million people are close to that numbers unemployed right now. So what I was, my thought process towards it was why, because I went into it thinking like, why is this the turning point? Is this the tipping point, or what is the nuance in this that make it to seem like it's touching more people? And
So
and it's
different.
it's so different. And I think now, do I think people are fed up? Sure, I think people are fed up, but it's a long list of names that we can go through where I think we're fed up as well. But I think the combination of the COVID virus, COVID-19, people are self-quarantined, like Mill said, 40 million people are unemployed, and we're all in the house. It's nothing to do. It's helping the protests and helping the looting and stuff like that. It's helping it, enhanced it. You know what I mean? I think that's a major deal, a different nuance compared to when Eric Gardner happened. You know what I mean? So I think that's a big difference, a big nuance. More people at home, more people eyes on it, more people are seeing it, more people on social media, stuff like that. But also, to get to the looting question itself, I think I'm not, I wouldn't do that. It's not in my nature to do it, but I understand is necessary, right? Understanding that you need that element of it so it can get the reaction you need. You're right. You don't want to tilt on the line. You want to go over it. You want to straight over that line to let them know this can continue to happen. It will continue. Now, certain people that is made for that and is going to do that, you know what I mean, and they're gonna do that regardless to any type of injustice they feel, and they are necessary. I'm not of that ilk. But I understand that they're necessary and they need to continue to do that. It's always going to be the extremists. It's always going to be to the people that's all the way to that side, that's far, that's going to do anything and everything to get attention, and understand that attention and understand that this is a serious thing, and that's how they express themselves, and I think that's needed. So I'm okay with the looting on that aspect.
You said a key word though in that. You said the word attention. A lot of people, back in the day, you had strong leadership, and as of today, those are the ones that are getting talked about in like textbooks and in school systems. And I think a lot of these young people are trying to be that person. They don't think about what they're doing. They have no strong background or no strong. Their mindset isn't that strong, so they're making awkward decisions just so they can be that person that people think about 200 years down the line.
But they were looting and stuff back then, bro. I mean, it was way more different civil rights issues, bigger, greater, and they had to get it done. You know what I mean? So all of it is necessary on some point, though. I think all of it is necessary on some point.
Go ahead, Sam. What you got?
This conversation can go in a million different ways. One of the ways is that one, we got to be careful because there was an article, I can't remember, I think MSN.com, but whatever, it was an article that said a lot of the instigation for the looting and things of that nature is started by white people. And I think, yes, and I think for us as Black people, we got to be careful, following people who really don't mean us well. We got to be very careful in that. I just wanted to throw it out there, to certain people. But as far as the looting is concerned, I do agree on some level, right? That making yourself known by, hear me, rioting and not necessarily looting may be the way. And granted, let me just make my statement clear. I'm a nonviolent person. I believe in nonviolence. That's just my statement. But if you're gonna do it the right way. So when you talk about looting, here's the number one issue with it. Looting, plundering, pillaging, all words are synonymous. The idea of it comes from, because it's not nothing new. You're taking the goods from somebody else, but watch this, you're taking it after a victory. That's where it came from. Like after you won the victory in war, it's a war term.
Yep.
You looted, you plundered. So you took the spoils of the land. You took the good stuff. The issue with us right now is we haven't won anything. There has been no victory. We're still, oppressed. We're still, in the same situation. So that, like for me, that's the issue with the looting. The looting really has no purpose. So it's not, you're not looting. You're not taking the spoils. All you're doing is just being a thief. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't even say a thief, because a thief is quiet. A thief is quiet. You just robbing. Like you just out there robbing people, like, which is ridiculous. But so my whole thing about this, let me be clear. Ante hit the nail in the coffin. We do not have leadership as a people, and I think we don't even have leadership with different sects of people, because let's be clear. Black people, we're not monolithic. We do not all think the same, and we shouldn't have to. And even when you look at Martin Luther King Day, Martin Luther King, you had Malcolm X, and then to be honest, you had a huge sect of religious people who didn't necessarily follow Martin Luther King because they thought he was too young, but they still had leadership. You know what I'm saying? And then you had a Black Panther movement. You know what I'm saying? That was more radical. Like you had different movements within us, but at the same time, they all had leadership. And I think now we're at a point where there is just no leadership across the board.
Charlemagne.
I mean, and that's the thing. Right?
But this is my question. This is my question.
Man.
This is my
Don't get me started on it.
This is my question.